Hey, what's good, peoples, man? Before we get this episode started, it'd be dope if you toss us a like, a subscribe, and also don't forget to turn on those bell notifications, man. We truly appreciate it.
You're not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
Live in these streets. I'm over here fucking scrolling through stuff. I should have went through dude, Instagram just won't let us go live anymore, and it's very upsetting. But I can do
Instagram don't like us.
No, not at all. Take it away from us. You know what's crazy? So you know how I do during the week, I post like the polls, like for everything we review, like, hey, you guys listen to this, and you hit like yes or no or whatever. And usually if you go into it, like you go into the highlight and you could post the results. And today it just wouldn't let me. Like Instagram just took that function away from me. I had to screenshot all this shit, so I was pissed off about it today. We had some haters. You know what? I'm gonna address these haters too when I go through.
Oh shit!
Yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? I love addressing haters. It's just very fun.
But exciting way to start a podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, they're gonna get addressed with every review. Every review, I'm gonna mention who was a fucking. I don't know their names though, because it wouldn't let me look at the fucking results because Instagram took that away. It is what it is. But either way, what's going on, peoples? This is episode 180 of the Not Your Man's podcast. We are fucking out here in the. I am ready to just.
We out of the blizzard.
The snow came down. What sucked, it wasn't good packing snow today. I was like the hype little man up. I'm like, we're gonna make an igloo and all that shit.
Bro, my manager came and picked me up for work and got us all 5 guys. I couldn't complain, bro.
That's a good time, manager. You know, I fuck with 5 guys because they'll give you it feels like regular people make.
It feels like you're at like a cookout.
Yeah, it feels like regular people made that burger. It's sloppy.
Just treat me like a basic bitch. Just give me the burger and put all the fries in the bag.
So much fries in the bag.
I don't know why do they put a cup in there?
Because fuck you. That's why they're there.
Just dump it.
Got an extra scoop.
What's good? Luca Petta, you joining us tomorrow? We got Mr. Pop Sensation joining us for singles tomorrow. Mr. fucking Dick Daniels wants to join in and give some fucking some judgment. So it's gonna be chaotic as always. But either way, for all the people, I think I gotta start doing. I gotta start not fully, but kind of jumping into the culture of YouTube, because it's very hard to get anywhere on YouTube without you being goofy. I'm not going to talk like, hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Not Your Man's. I'm not going to do that shit. But, you got to put like your face on the fucking, the art. And you got to, like, instead of going, oh, this is the review or episode, whatever, I got to put like Meg Thee Stallion album.
Because we all know that's what they want.
Clickbait.
We be wanting this sometimes.
Yeah, I fucking hate YouTube culture. It's just corny. Like everything is Sesame Street, and I'm just not a fan. And it's like I got to do that shit just for us to get on like a quarter of a fucking album.
Why don't we?
Why
don't you just start like memeing it?
I might as well. I gotta
just put like those titles, crazy like, thumbnails and shit.
I gotta put like fucking like literally like. It's got to be clickbait title. Like that's the shit with YouTube now. Like that's what sucks. And then I got to do all the bullshit hashtags and all that. I mean, I usually do the hashtags. What's good? Hey, that's Cassidy. What's good, sir? And we got you. Lou, tomorrow we're doing it at, I think I said 8. So yeah, if you're cool after that. I mean, that's if you want to. You don't always have to. We do it every other Monday. We'll be all right. But yeah, so it's fucking YouTube culture's annoying. I gotta do shit like that just for us to get a little get seen. But I'm gonna start making some changes and actually like really start pushing the page. I've been doing a lot of things behind the scenes. I've been making a lot of moves. Me and Raaqel's been doing fucking crazy with these interviews. And
we got a whole month already stocked in.
February's fucking packed. So it's like, I'm going to start really trying to make some moves, and I got to start, getting I got to start studying shit again. I got to start fucking reading, and learning the algorithms again, which is not the funnest thing, but it is what it is. You got to keep it with the times. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, we just letting y'all work and do your research real quick. We're not rushing.
Yeah, that's how I live. But either way, we started off the week with a dope ass fucking project. We This was Can't Stay Perched All the Time by Equipto and Brycon. So this actually dropped on that day. And shout out to Brycon. We actually interviewed him a few weeks ago. So you can check out that interview. It's on the page. It's on the podcast, whatever, wherever the fuck you like to watch us or listen to us. Check that shit out. This project was solid, bro. I fuck with Brycon.
Some cool dudes with some cool music.
Yeah. I thought Brycon's production slap. Like his shit is very fucking like it's dope sampling, but it's soulful sampling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because like
graduation, like late registration type.
Yeah, low key.
More lo-fi. And like a lo-fi
too in its own way,
Yeah. And it's cool because like a lot of people like to give shit to samplers, people who sample, even though that's the old way of doing it. I guess that's a new thing, hate on all the old school, but like sampling is not fucking easy. Like there's people who just sample shit because it's popular and all that shit, which is like was a forbidden law back in the day. You couldn't sample fucking super popular shit, but like dudes like this sample some hidden gems
shit that nobody knew.
Yeah,
you want to go for the deep cuts, man.
Yeah, this is like some shit that you couldn't find just from Googling lyrics type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what's they repeating? So I like shit like that. And I just think his beats are dope. I fuck with his drums. And Equipto went the fuck off.
Yeah, he's a legend, bro. He fucking always go off on track.
He's nice. He's nice. And I could hear it. I could hear the veteran status in his voice. But I mentioned this in I think it was in our last interview, how Equipto fucking he had a whole track about like the negative and toxic side of the weed community, and that shit blew my mind.
Facts.
I didn't know that existed, and it was on a regular level and on a business tip, which is crazy to me. Because, like, to me, I'm not like a pothead and all that shit like that. Like, I don't jump into that world, but I do know when I was getting, my party on, I just didn't like motherfuckers to try to tell me what the fuck I was smoking. Like, if it got a name, that's all. Like, give me the name and that's it. I don't want to know what the fuck it is. I don't care. I don't want to hear the science behind it. I hate those people. But I thought that was kind of the community of smoking, was like the science niggas and then just like the potheads who smoke out of anything motherfuckers, which are still scientists in my eyes. But I didn't know there was like a fucking, there's like a poser and a hipster side to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just like with anything.
Yeah. I always thought smoking was like untouched land. Like people just know, like in my head, it's like, oh, someone goes to smoke.
Nah, man, you'll be surprised. It's more of a majority don't. It's more of a majority are just hipsters somebody just trying to be down, and then they all of a sudden, oh, weed fuck me up. I was just like, nigga, I'm still going strong.
Yeah.
Some people become.
What?
It becomes their whole identity.
Yeah. And it's weird because, like, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess growing up in my days and like seeing that, I always knew there was those pothead kids who sold it. So they were the scientists. Then there was the people who just smoked because they were like punk rockers and they skateboarded. And that's just what they like to do because whatever the fuck was happening at home, they had to drown out. And then there was the girls who kind of just wanted to get involved with that because they liked all the funky skinny dudes that was fucking with it at the time. And then those girls 10 years later end up at a grow factory somewhere and they're just packaging shit, and that's kind of their timeline always. And I thought that was it. I thought that was weed culture. I didn't know it went that far, and it fucked me up. It fucked me up, dude. I was just like, what? But I fuck with it. I like that. I never, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's always like, oh, weed, yeah, man, hippies, happy. To hear some negative shit and someone kind of going off about the weed industry was fire to me.
Yeah, dude.
Fire. So that alone is something that I think people can definitely take from this. But I think that fucking Equipto is nice because this is weed raps, but this is a different level. Like this isn't no like Wiz Khalifa boring burner type shit. This is like dope, refreshing. My bad. You know how I feel about burner.
Nah, this like LP shit. This is LP type shit.
Yeah, this shit was dope. That shit was dope, man. Like fucking as Cassie said, weed is his best friend. You better not be no poser in this weed shit.
You gotta be real.
A friend with weed is a friend indeed.
That's crazy how fucking posers and hipsters infiltrate everything.
They kill hell of shit.
No one can have anything, bro. I remember short rant, but I remember fucking. I grew up like the hardcore scene and like the metal scene and all that shit. And I used to be in like a little pit crew thing, and we used to be bullies, and I used to fucking fuck people up and all that. But we knew who was legit and who wasn't. And I remember whenever posers would come around, I would see red, and I would fuck people up. I would fucking cartwheel into them. I would kick them in the stomach. Whatever the fuck we do at these shows. And there was order. We would stop them. But sure enough, they overpowered us and they ruined shows like on Long Island. Like these spoiled babies would like, oh, mom, I want to go to a show. Give me $10. They'd come to the show. They get hit by like someone like me. And then they would sue the venue and the venue would close. You know, and I'm just trying to keep order. But like they ruin everything. Every fucking thing. But anyways, the project's fucking dope as hell. Super fucking dope. Definitely check it out. This one got 100% on the voting for votes in our story. So solid. I'm mad at that. The next project was V for Validity by Chris Valentine. This was actually, I think this was one of Prince Perez is one of Lou's homies. And this project slapped though. I mean, this fucking time.
Yeah, it was smooth sound. It sounded really commercial and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Really cool.
Yo, ready front to back.
I like that vibe. I like that vibrant feel of tracks. Yeah.
But
especially if you have a project of vibrant feels, like even if it's like some dark shit.
Yeah.
I was saying a lot of people can't have that same like mainstream appeal.
Yeah. It had a lot of that, and it was. I'll give the dude his flowers. It's 17 songs, which is way too fucking long, but. For the amount, way too long. But for the amount of songs he had on here, there was only one song I didn't fuck with, and that was it. Every other song, I think he nailed different like subgenres and different like new age radio type shit. I think he was kind of just hitting the nail on the head and like excelling at these sounds. And it sounded like someone who won. There was a lot of fucking work done on this. It was someone who cares, someone who cares about their craft. But someone who also is like, yo, I make this shit. I not only can rap, I can sing. Like, I make this music shit. And that fuck with me. Like, I fuck with that heavy on top of him having a bunch of dope features, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone came with it, with the features. Like, fucking Frank Nitty went nuts, who we're interviewing this week on Wednesday. And then fucking, Tyrone Briggs went nuts. Fucking, like,
a favorite feature on this one. He was pretty dope.
Eddie I. I don't know. Shout out to Eddie I. I don't know if people know about Eddie I, but Eddie I battle raps, or if he used to. I don't know if he's done in a while, but he's done some shit on King of the Dot. He went nuts. That second song was heavy. That shit came in crazy. Dope beat too. But this project's fucking super dope. It's got a clear picture. I mean, it's a complete thought, which is dope. And you got raps. You got all types of raps. This is old heads and new heads rejoice type shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can fuck with it. So
shout out Lou. Hope you're recovering well, my brother.
Oh yeah, sick AIDS with the sick.
We got to call her while he's gone.
Some sort of light skinned this shit. He got some sort of sickness that happens from using too much lip cap. Way too much. All right, that's what happened with him. So then we had a dope ass fucking interview drop. Our interview with Raaqel. She's the truth. She is the fucking truth. Check that interview out. She's dope as hell. Not only is she a dope femc, she likes to get fucking rowdy on tracks on some fucking, female hunter shit, which is dope. She fucks with Cardi B, which is always fun because girls who fuck with Cardi B, can fight. And
for me, the whole revamp on her style, it caught me off guard because I'm like, bro, like I said, she's a spitter. She more than what she's showing right now. I'm just like, bro, she's just making it digestible for y'all.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, and she definitely did that. So we reviewed her project, which is 3 a.m. in Frisco. And this is for her revamp. I didn't know about her music beforehand, but like to hear her now, this is something very, very catered to the mainstream. But it's not pussy raps.
No.
Thank you. Like I'll be just so dead on that. We gonna talk about that in a little bit.
It's not pussy. This is
what I love about her, bro.
Xena warrior princess rap.
Thank you.
Some fucking aggression. Like she's coming in fucking. She came in hot, bro, and it was shocking because like she is such a nice person on interview, and I was trying to talk to her like with the review of this. I'm like, bro, you talking about killing people? Like this is aggressive.
Matt.
Yo,
like you sure it was the person you was talking about? You sure it wasn't that spider in the bathroom?
Crazy, bro. And I fuck with that though, because she was rapping, bro. Like I fuck with it. She was rapping, she was having a good time. She's gonna sing on. I mean, it's not gonna fucking, blow your mind and shake your radio shit, but it's solid, bro.
It's something new. It's not.
It's a good
reintroduction to her.
Yeah, it's a good reintroduction to her, you know what I'm saying? So it's a good way to, introduce herself this way. It's dope.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucked with it. And she did get cooked by Dead Pharaoh on the hat.
We still got to review her project.
Hey, some of them hooks was a little shiesty though.
Yeah, some of the hooks need a little more saison. That's why she was getting waved to death for me. But that's all good. You know what I'm saying? You trying some new sound out, she'll get there. But that Dead Pharaoh verse, listen to that shit. She fucking, I don't know, man. She had a fucking poster of Remy Ma up when she wrote that bar, like that verse or some shit. A Rhapsody, like in a cross or something on her chest. But yeah, shit was crazy.
Yeah, she makes a cameo in the interview too.
Nice. Yeah, she does make a cameo in the interview. Yeah, shout out to that, man. One thing that's dope, definitely check out the interview. They have a dope segment where they're doing something dope for cats who don't know shit about NFTs and all, like for hip hoppers and also shit like that, people from our hood and all that stuff. So if you want to check that out, if you're big on the NFTs or if your fucking phone is completely bombarding you with all those advertisements and shit from Facebook and Instagram, then check it out. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe, you'll get in that Discord with her and her homegirls and all that shit. But hey, it is what it is. So speaking of pussy raps.
How did this get a green check, yo?
This is by Megan Thee Stallion.
Pussy.
Oh.
Hold on to that one.
I'm sorry. This is my mom's whole playlist, bro. This whole,
bro. I don't know
how. I was like Small Monty's playlist, bro. Come on now.
This shit is so. So I'm gonna keep it a billion. This is 21 tracks, bro. I probably like 4 5 tracks on here.
This is a chore to get through,
bro. Yeah, and I had to do it. I had to trust.
What happened, Woko?
Fucking marathon.
It's exhausting. You know what this project felt like when I was listening to this shit? You ever was like the last person to leave a strip club? That same energy.
I've been that guy, bro.
Yeah. Energy. Like you're exhausted and the sun is about to fuck you up when you open the door to leave. You fucking melt iron shit.
See,
like
the reason why I respect the energy and the prowess and like yo, she can rap. There is just no denying
no question.
That. Mm-hmm. Period. But how many times do I have to hear bitches just hating on your pussy?
Pussy.
This is the whole album.
This is a album.
It was so monotonous to get through.
Word, it was just like I'm expecting it. I'm just like,
we gotta let him get shot at.
It's a compilation, not an album.
Thank you. It was just like a whole playlist. It didn't even. Oh, the first ones was freestyle. Oh yeah, we can tell because you did how many times you said the bitches was saying, your pussy.
90% of the tracks are what popped off on TikTok.
I was just about to say, honestly though, this is some super mainstream shit. This is like, you can't tell me there ain't like a control the market type vibe.
This was nominated for Hip Hop Album of the Year.
Crazy.
What?
Like what?
Crazy.
No.
And it's like, bro, like, do people even parent anymore?
No.
This is the album that make people like, my child is a whore because of this album.
Yo, that's gonna be a hip hop commercial in 10 years. Was your daughter listening to something from the Hotties?
Yo, if that's not
you're entitled to compensation.
Yo, if one of these my pussy rappers don't do that as a skit on one of their albums, bro,
pussy.
This is just a whole compilation of thought bops.
Bro, I feel like
it's gonna be a cult classic.
These ladies just like, because this is 21 song. And she dropped this this was like a Halloween drop. This is seriously on some she probably has 100 just
of these same freestyles.
And she's just fucking throwing them at just throwing them at a wall with sticky paper on it and seeing what TikTok and fucking Instagram just yucking them, just fuck it, 22. I got 21 more.
Crazy. Dude, man, the mixtape era, she'd have all the mixtapes like this.
Here's the thing, though. You fought in court for that?
It's crazy.
What's let it go?
This is what blows my mind. Some kid is gonna hear that, if they didn't already. They heard that one of these pussy songs, and then they were like, "Oh, this is fire," and then they started learning about her life, but then her little wave is going to die a little bit, and she's going to decide to rap one realistic song. And these little kids that are like that one person who found songs and be like, I'm the biggest fan of her. She's so
that is why I said what I said in the review. Why are you talking about all this hot girl shit, all this shit that you just celebrated your anniversary when you dropped this shit.
It's the reverse effect. Pop stars, they come into the game very covered up. And then in order to make ends when people don't care anymore, they show their titties like Billie Eilish. And now it's not coming to the game on some yo, I'm going to show my titties and ass. But once their wave starts to die, they're like, I'm going to wear a suit and say I'm a boss bitch now. This isn't, thought pussy. This is boss pussy,
Pussy.
So,
and ain't none of them doing that shit in their house.
It's weird. This project, I thought it fucking sucked. Trip is a thought, so he been having a good time with it.
Gotten a 3 or something. Come on, son.
I was just a little biased because I like the H-Town sound, but that's just she
and I can't review shit. Damn.
I know.
That don't make sense.
I give her props. Whatever.
The Trip's ready for a hot girl summer.
Yo, facts. Let winter end first.
Let's get through winter first.
I'll give her props for keeping the sound very A-Town. She does keep it very. That's the reason I do I won't turn her off completely, because I do Southern shit when it's very real, when they sound Southern. But I hate when a New York rapper wants to do some Southern shit and they don't sound right, Then it's just
Duke Deuce. I fuck with Duke Deuce.
I like how she be tossing anime bars and shit.
Yeah,
she sprinkle I know she could do something better. This is label raps,
Yeah.
I want to get her own shit with the dope flow she has on WAP and other dope bangers, and just have a dope album.
Snapped on.
Yes, I wanted to hear that on this album, bro.
Yeah, she fucking snapped, and it's crazy because Cardi B got the yawn rap, and it's solid. It's not bad, and she'll have punchlines here and there. But she ate fucking food. She had to come on that track now. And then in the video, I'm trying to focus on what's going on. I don't want to hear these dope raps. You know what I'm saying? That video was chaotic. It's a good time though.
Listen, our biggest thing is just she need to talk about something else. It's just
that time will come. This is
it will, but until then, it's just you're mid.
It'll happen. So, next project, I am very upset with this review. Raaqel is hating. This was fucking Pay the Rappers by Showrocka and Spek Arson.
Wait, you said I'm hating? This was a dope.
You get 6.8.
This is a
at least a 7.5 or 8, sir.
I gave my.
That's fair. I fucked with this project.
Reason why they lost points. All right. Fucking, it's some of the shit that did you listen to the way that dude was singing on the track towards the
Yeah.
You hear the chick, the way they mixed her vocals, bro? Terrible. What the fuck?
Terrible. But I did fuck with all the raps.
Yes, all the raps were great, but you
all
lose
raps. This project was all right. This is solid. No, I could accept the 6.8. A little higher for me, but that's fair.
The dope though. They were rapping.
Yeah, they were fucking going off. And I was like, yo, this is some old head shit. Like my favorite track was that Mama's Kitchen track because they were going crazy.
But again, I think the hook on that was whack too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was weak. Some of the hooks were a little, you lose. They checked out a little bit, but it is what it is. This project, it's solid if you want some aggressive raps. This one, there were some haters in the polls talking about, no, we not listening to this. Some motherfuckers is 20 years old probably, but it'd be like that sometimes.
But you'll listen to Benny.
Huh?
Exactly.
But then we have what else we have? Oh, so the project after this is where the real haterade started coming in.
This one was solid.
This was Pink is Better. This was Token's project. This
dope.
Oh, who hated this?
Yo, there was like 20% no in the fucking poll. All of them was white.
They're hating.
White rappers hate good white rappers, but they
Token is still underrated. And he's a lot better than all of them.
This is my first time hearing him, and it was fucking amazing. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Believe it or not, bro.
Yeah, where have you?
Hey, I don't know. I'm in the Bay Area, dog, chilling.
Nah, he kind of had a thing in the Bay. I remember he kind of, when we did the Team Backpack shit and he was on there, people in the Bay.
I might have heard of him before. This is like my first like legit project or something. I might have heard of here and there.
How he sounds now is literally how he sounded when he came out.
See, the difference is what he raps about. And
right
when Token first came out, he gave us a repost on Twitter, and that shit was looking nice. We got a bunch of shit. But when he first came out, and everybody was just like, yo, he's just a kid who's just throwing together words, and he was really kind of, getting his craft together because he could always rap fast. He had good multi-syllables and all that shit. And everybody was kind of giving him the Eminem thing like they always do. And he started to he picked that up young. He was like, I don't want to do this no more. So he started sounding more and more like himself, just using his natural voice and all sorts of shit like that. Because he don't sound like M no more at all.
At all. He literally has his own sound.
Yeah, he has his own sound. Like the only thing you can compare is like, being, fucking architect with the words, but that's rap. So, but I didn't fuck with his first few albums. I thought they were fucking garbage. I was like, yo, he don't know what to rap about. He's just on some young kid shit. He's just trying to fit the times. But then he dropped that Between Somewhere shit in 2018 or 2018. And I was like, that shit was so fire to me. And I was like, bro, that's what I was waiting for. Like he found himself and he became like what the fuck I knew he could be. And that's just young. Like this dude's still stupid young. He's like 21 now or 22.
Oh man, he's gonna keep growing better and better.
He wrote like one of his best project when he was like 18. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. And follow up to that. And this is supposed to be a label album, bro. This album,
oh yeah, this gonna break him out on the tours. He's out there.
I want to go to the show now because of this shit. I want to hear this whole project live.
Yeah, what's crazy about this project too is I can hear there's label tracks on here. There's like a solid 4 or 5 like clubbish type tracks.
Deep shit.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like this project is long, but it's because he had to add label like radio shit on here. So there's some tracks that are like radio shit on here. You got a Rico Nasty track. Like what the fuck is he doing rapping with Rico Nasty? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no disrespect to Rico. You know what I'm saying? I love Rico.
That's not someone you would put in a Token, but like even in that realm, like that's like I don't think
it wasn't bad contrast. I like the track.
It's good contrast, but I'm saying you don't think when you think of putting underground rappers that are blowing up, you don't think of Rico Nasty. You think Rico Nasty's pretty up there type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Rico Nasty's name has been out there. Token is like an underground been out there, but like to touch the mainstream is weird. But then you got like the Benny the Butcher track, which is fucking a big fucking look. Good for him. Then you got Jid track, which I love because that contrast was perfect.
That is the stupid. That track is stupid.
Perfect, because that's the perfect of like the underground that we loved years ago and like the now kings of the underground type shit. Like they were both fucking, it was insane. But then you got like, Little Skies did his thing on here and fucking YKD Job, but like it's like a what? Like Token's working with these dudes? That's crazy. So there was some tracks on here that was a little weird, like the Digital Nas, the Saint Leor. They were like more club and more directed towards like mainstream. but he got his shit off on this too. Like he was talking his shit. I love when he talks about his pops, and you could hear the progression, and it's always been dope because on the last project it was crazy. It's even crazier here. The whole shit with the girlfriend shit, fire story.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Becoming a pervert because he's on tour and he's mad young and he's famous. Like, of course, nigga, like you getting pussy thrown at you. You're gonna make a billion mistakes, bro. Like the fuck, when we're in our 20s, we don't know we're like dogs with red rocket, bro. We don't know what the fuck to do. We just trying to fuck on anything.
But I think that's the biggest X factor about him is like you said, it's just like even for what the label gonna make him do on certain tracks or certain songs he has on an album or singles. Like he is so meticulous in getting it on. He is JJ Redick with the shit.
Yeah.
I will say
he really is.
One thing I thought was probably the fastest I've ever heard Benny the Butcher rap.
Yeah, too, bro.
I had to keep up with him. That's crazy.
With the kids, and it was still. And what's crazy though, Benny pulled it off, and he still barred it to death.
Yep.
And he still punched heavy as hell. Still talked his shit, which is it's impressive at this point. Because when I saw his name on here, I'm like, how's that gonna sound? And
right,
like what I thought it would sound like. I was like, oh,
that was the most curious thing I saw.
Nah, but it was super fucking dope, man. I fucking loved it. I like Token's fucking his evolution is dope. Like him singing more on the hooks is super dope. Like he's doing his fucking thing, but his content is what's really hitting me. Like he be saying some personal shit that fucking hits, bro. Like him talking about like the shit with his parents and how his old friends, like shit like that fucking hits. Him talking about like even something as small as him mentioning like, yeah, I fucking went to the gym for a few months, posted one picture online and stopped going to the gym because of how much the thirst trap got me ass. And like shit like that is like is real, bro. Like it's shit like that is dope. And him, you know, the girl skid, like the girl shit, like it's crazy.
What about him talking about his sister?
Yo, fire. And then you got some club shit just in the middle of this, and you're like, oh, okay. After you get, but him,
he started off the whole project like just fired as dope, you know what I mean? So by the time he gets there, you can kind of forgive him for it. You know?
Yeah, because it came in hot. Like the first tracks were crazy to start off with. Like a little different. Came in and he set the tone for the whole project with that first track.
It's one of those rare albums where it's so solid and so good, and it has everything.
You know what it is? He's gonna end up. He's to me is, if not one of the greats under underground, gonna be. But like he can, if he gets a little bit of that, what NF got, that little mainstream touch, he's gonna blow the fuck up. People are gonna get this alive. But for me, just off of his craft and how he seems very meticulous and very fucking painstakingly like serious about his shit, he's gonna end up like another M, like down the road, where regardless of all the accolades he accomplishes, he's still gonna want to just kill people and be like, yo, I'm better than whoever the fuck is coming up. Like I feel that, because to get famous at such a young age and still rap and put together music, like you want to be the fucking best ever, you want to fucking kill everyone, and you're not just partying and having fun, you don't lose that.
No. I wouldn't be surprised if he did a track with MM later on down the line.
He took some shots at Eminem on his last album.
Oh shit!
I mean, it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. You know?
It was like a realistic label shot, but it was a real shot. He was like, it was something about like M not mentioning something about M mentioning him or some shit, and he was like, it was a dope line. You gotta look it up, but it was something slick. But it was something that he could do, and not saying he could go toe to toe. I'm not gonna talk wild, but I'm saying he's nice enough. If he want to talk shit to M would have to look.
M respects it. Like,
M wouldn't,
you know what I'm saying?
BK, kill this dude. M would be like, let me look at this kid's catalog, because if M is gonna come at someone like this hungry, it's gonna be a good war.
I mean, it's the same thing with Kendrick. After he made Controlled, and that's where everybody was knocking at the door. It was just like, you gonna buck or you gonna or you gonna flinch.
Everybody was hyped because he had the name drops, but Jay Electronica stole that song, and then Kendrick would have got cooked by everybody you mentioned. Kendrick's not built like that. He can rap, but he's not a battle. He's not built like.
Oh no, not like Token. Token is just he's like a Mighty Mouse.
When Kendrick would lose steam, he'll just go to his weird voice and just act like it was all part of the whole thing the whole time. Just
like rappers like Token, they're so hungry it hurts them. So they're obsessed, and that's scary. But people don't realize rappers like that are scary because they're gonna go above and beyond to try to fucking do as much as humanly possible and make it as perfect as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't be like, oh, this is a quick track I wrote overnight. He's gonna try to write like a 1 month ether. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, bro, it's just crazy. But I love it. I fucking love it. So we also had a dope interview last week. Oh, we had a live listening. My fault, but a short interview at the end of it with the homie Dre. Shout out to Dre. I fuck with Dre. Me and him got to collab more. We did something back in the day and it was dope. But he's fucking out here. So check that out. It was the live listen of Never Sell Bitcoin project.
Never sell your Bitcoin.
Yeah, Never Sell Bitcoin. So this project, we also reviewed it. Trip reviewed this one. This project is a good fucking time.
I fucking love this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I really thought it. I'm gonna be real, Dre. I love you, bro. But it was this close to just turning the corny meter a bit, and then you was just talking your shit, and I was like, I respect it.
That's what I like about it. He never broke from himself. He was just talking his shit.
Yeah. Anybody else think that it sounded kind of rough?
Only
towards the middle, some of the mastering was a little.
There was the track. I think it was track 7 where the hook was mixed with a skit. Didn't sound good. So he did tell me something that I didn't realize until after the fucking interview. He mixed and mastered it himself. So he had this recorded, and he wanted someone to mix and master it for him. Mm-hmm. And they kept bailing. So he learned to do it himself and just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. And he did it himself. So I'm not mad at that.
I'm not either. I mean, Dre, I could recommend you to my homie. He does,
but he says he's now
phenomenal work. But if you just trying to progress on your own,
he learned it, he wants to get at it. Now he's just like, hey, it's something in his arsenal. Now he's just like, hey, save money so he could put more money towards coin. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, but this shit, I fuck with this project heavy because he's dropping a lot of financial game that is accessible, but people just don't want to look for it. So it's cool to hear and see it put in like a hip hop form that's digestible for hip hop heads, black folks, and all types of people to just get that on there. Cause it's some shit that people need to learn about. Like, motherfuckers need to learn about stocks and coin and shit like that. Like, not every fucking check is just a quick meal and all that shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna flip it, once. No, like this is fucking generation money that you could be playing with. You know what I'm saying? It's a risk, but what's worse? You throwing some money and some shit that has this small risk where you could just either lose money or gain more money, or fucking, shooting and stealing and stabbing from motherfuckers where your risk is losing your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to shoot and stab motherfuckers, then take another risk. Invest some of that trap money.
Yeah.
See, now the one thing that I personally loved about this album too is that most of the beats I had saved in my vault, and I was just ready to just do something too. And then I heard them. I was just like,
the beats all slap.
That's why I love. I was like,
all slap. I fucked with the beats, and I fuck with his voice. He reminds me of like a MF Doom kind of gangster
some JPEG shit
type mix, because very monotone, and I rap the same way, and it's just very clear raps. It's clear bars. It's digestible. And he's just talking his shit. The simple hooks. It's nothing. He's not trying to impress you. He just wants to get
He's trying to tell you something.
He's just rapping. Yeah, he's venting and he's giving you some game. That's it. He's not just going crazy. He's not trying to make you.
I just stepped off the red eye, nigga.
I fuck with it though, man. I fucked with it heavy, man. I think he did his fucking thing, man. Shout out to him. Mm-hmm. Oh man, this next project. So, wait, speaking of that, there was some haters in the fucking poll for that one.
Really?
But this project right here should have been 100%. We're gonna listen. It is unacceptable that motherfuckers said no to this one. This was DRUG-Politix 2. God Has No Face by Precyce Politics and Drugs Beats. This project slaps so fucking hard, bro. There's no way. If you listen to hip hop, there's no way you don't like the project.
This album was mean. It was too dope. This is gritty New York shit.
This nigga Precyce was punching his fucking life away on top of giving you a fucking story. I don't care how cheesy the skits were. It was a story and it was clear and it was clean and it had fucking vision. Everything was clear and he was punching like crazy and venting a little bit on this fucking.
Don, just remember, it's always cool. It's still the trend now to hate on the shit that is great.
It's crazy.
Hate on the great is also a trend. Remember, that has always been low key the biggest thing that makes you cool in any table.
It's crazy.
If you hate the cool shit,
if this shit was me,
elite.
Walker, did you bump this shit?
Yeah, absolutely.
This shit was heavy.
I put my car into people and shit just for
asking people where money at. This, and what's crazy is this project made me go back to the first one, the DRUG-Politix Part 1, and I could listen to both of them fucking no problem back to back and just want to fight, bro. This shit is just dope, bro. I loved it. I love the story, the cheesiness. I love the pacing, but I love how each song matched up with it. Like the fucking Bulletproof Arrogance, the fucking No Face, crazy. Then he did the Stick Up Kids track straight into the song about his kid. Oh my God. This shit, the pacing was is fantastic, bro. Like this is some fucking genius at work type shit. And
bro, like a fight is over organic fruit.
Oh, what happened? It cut off. What'd you say?
I was about to fight with somebody in Aldi's over organic.
Rex, just buy all the baking powder you see. Yo, this shit was hard, bro. And the beats all banged, bro. They all bang. I mean, it's Drugs beats. That motherfucker got like a Grammy. He's dope. And then but Precyce is dope. And the thing with Precyce that I fuck with too, he got a very fucking booming voice. His voice is strong and it's booming. And he pronounces his shit with so much fucking gusto. Like his cadence is so aggressive. So it makes his punchlines hit even harder. And then he got the nerve to mix in some slick, like battle rap type punchline and shit. And then he got that bouncy flow, but it's so easy to listen to. It's digestible. It's crazy, bro. Like he don't miss. He always doing some story-based shit, and it's just fire, bro. He's dope. I mean, it is what it is.
That story made me really think about religion for a split moment, just hella in deep thought, you know what I'm saying? I was just smoking and driving, listening to it, like, holy shit.
The skit with the dude fucking torturing the guy, and he's like, well, he first was just like, yo, gods don't got no face. And the dude was like, what are you talking about? And then
some gangster shit, like, you know,
I'm a fucking god, you know, like, shit was crazy, bro. And the dude was like, oh, my boss is there. He's like, nah, your boss ain't touching a god, bro. What the fuck you not seeing right now?
You're calling him human.
I would fuck with this, like I mentioned in the review, like the cheesy YouTube gangster shows and shit. I would fuck with this if I watched something that was this cheesy, bro. This is pretty much the new Power series and shit going on, bro. That's all it is. But super dope, super dope. So so the next one, we start into the Friday releases. So the first one of the Friday releases, I strange enough enjoyed the shit out of it. This was Me Versus Me by NLE Choppa, aka NLE Chakra. And I fucked with
He's not a bad rapper either. Just started on the wrong content.
I think that chakra shit when he went vegan and talking about meditating and moving,
he snapped.
He made him better. It made his writing better. Like his music's been solid.
Improved his content.
Yeah, he did. And
I nigga morals, gave that nigga a balance, gave that nigga just like, I can't just be talking about killing niggas when I ain't really killing niggas.
Yeah, and what I like about him, he still, you can tell he came into the game doing new age shit. So a lot of double time and like rap, new age flows. But you can tell he's trying to improve on that. You know what I'm saying? Like you really could hear him trying to improve on that. Like he tries to switch up his flows. It wasn't the most comfortable sometimes, but like you can hear him really, he's fucking working, bro. Honestly, the shit that fucked him up on this is the slower songs turn him down a little bit, but some of the features might have taken, like G.R.U.G.S took away from that song, should have been fired. Polo G kind of took away from that track. The Money Bag track slapped. And
that's why I fuck with him more than I fuck with NBA. I'll be looking at niggas like, bro.
I fuck with NLE because you know what? Even though he a weirdo, he can do it like that whole Tupac video and shit. He do his thing. He just do what he do. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I got more respect for him too. Y'all know I'm a big fan of YouTube basketball. He was on.
Oh yeah, that boy could ball.
He could ball.
That boy could ball.
I always
he
say
could
that.
dunk too.
And he could ball. I watched him ball. He balled with, I think it was with Tristan Jazz and shit. And I was like, yeah, now I get more. You get more hip hop respect from me because if you a rapper and you can't hoop, something wrong with you.
Yeah.
But I fuck with this project. I think it was super clean. It wasn't nothing crazy, but it's got some songs you could take from it, man. This was a good time. He was rapping, and that's all. That's all we need from these young motherfuckers. But not like this next one. This fucking next one. Oh my god. This is "Oh Really" by Doe Boy. As if you don't hear that ad lib 1,000 times on his whole fucking project. Oh really? Oh, this shit is garbage, bro. This shit is garbage. Yeah, throw all of it away. What's crazy is he had like three or four songs. I would say this. He had some songs where the features completely saved it and made it. But alone, he probably had 2 tracks that were good. And it was when they were like slower tracks. Like the more R&B-ish type tracks, he did very well because he wasn't drooling as much. He wasn't fucking tripping over his words. But all
those would be the ones that'll attract the attention.
Yeah, but every other track is just some fast fucking rapping or some Gucci Mane clone bullshit. And it's like, bro, this shit is fucking corny. This nigga sounds sloppy and dusty. It just was whack, bro. Like I just was not here for it, bro. And it got the nerve to be 19 songs. Like, come on, bro.
It's painful just like hearing like low level like mediocrity when it comes to hip hop. Like,
and it's crazy because he had a bunch, like he's got to be an industry plant. He had mad names on him.
The Uzi Vert, how do you get like a low has like wax song with him?
You had Uzi Vert, you had Vori, you had fucking Roddy Ricch, Dollar Sign, fucking Moneybag, G Herbo, 42 Doug, Rowdy Rebel. Like,
I mean, he out west, ain't he? He closer to them than really most of them. Most motherfuckers.
I've never heard of this nigga.
I ain't really know about him too. I think he did something with No Jumper. Like, I think he has an interview with them.
I mean, No Jumpers. Who fucking knows what's going on with No Jumper?
But hey, it's even for so we definitely don't fuck with it. But it's just like, when niggas see that shit and they either from that hood or they from.
It sound like industry plant shit. It sound like a label's just like, we need some typical hood motherfucker. Let's go to this hood and with a flyer and be like, hey, you want to sell your soul? Just come meet us here. I don't know.
You see that on his Instagram, he got some like lady with some fucking money and a gun.
Industry plant shit. It's the same shit. Like, bro, it's the same shit. When I saw it, I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? And I hated it because there was like one other NBA had a project that dropped, but that shit was longer than this.
Wow.
You good, sir?
Damn, I
thought that was
greatness. God damn, that was disgusting. What we was talking about.
Yeah, NBA trash. Yeah, it was some bullshit that dropped Friday. So I was like, bro, fuck this. There was an EP that I was gonna do, and I just forgot. ASAP Rock dropped a quick little 5. I think it was like a 2-piece, but it's with like 2 remixes or some shit. But this Doe Boy shit is very garbage. It makes me worry about what the fuck these kids are listening to, or who's listening. Like, be real, who's listening to this?
It's one of those rappers you don't know who listens to this shit. You just know they're famous.
Niggas on that set.
It's scary. There was no one in the like no one jumped. You know how we always get those one like weird young kid who look like they don't know what deodorant is, and they're like, well, I listen to this. Fire, he's making moves. Not even. And that's what makes me think of people industry plans.
Did you do this?
Here's the thing. there's people that don't do hood shit or like, you know what I'm saying, whether they're white or not, that really think when people talk about like street shit like that, they're talking about the realest aspects of you know the streets. But when a nigga like me that been from the streets come up to them and tell you like, bro, that's what the fuck we tried to avoid. What
hold on. You're telling me about the streets. Let me look at his Instagram. I don't see a picture with money or gun. You're not from the streets.
There's a lady on there with money and a gun. She more hood than him.
Well, hold on. A few months later, after he watched the Wu-Tang documentary, well, not the Wu-Tang saga, the whole thing, and he listened to their music, he was like, bro, that shit is way realer than what niggas is talking about. They still talking about street shit. Bro. I'm like, exactly.
That's in a Marvel universe. That'll never happen in real life. Never. These kids are.
I was so astounded. I was like, what?
They would listen to Wu-Tang and go, why are they rapping so slow?
Bro, he was so intrigued. I was like, dog, I applaud you.
Unbelievable. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have for the week, though. It was a solid week. I mean, it was amongst the chaos. It was a lot of dope rap. I mean, we only really had the Meg Thee Stallion and the Doe Boy shit that was whack. Everything else is fire this week. Yeah. So definitely check it out this coming week. Lots of fire reviews, a lot of dope fucking music. We are backlogged as fuck. Yes, sir. We are fucked up, and that's life. But we're out here, you know. We are out here. It means we're working, you know. I got a fucking bunch of reviews. I got the one that I have to do tomorrow, that because it drops tomorrow and it's on my fucking calendar. Red. But shout out to everybody who's still fucking with the brand and talking nice to us. We got interviews coming up this week. Frank Nitty Wednesday. We doing singles tomorrow. Send them
some fire.
Yeah, send them bullshits in.
Mixed and mastered, no roughs.
Nah. Send the terrible shit too. We're gonna cook.
I got some singles coming too. You already know.
There you go. We're gonna do some. We got some review tomorrow. I think just for the fun and shits and giggles. I saved it because I didn't watch it yet because I was like, you know what, I want to watch this with everybody tomorrow. I'm saving that new Jake Paul video where he's taking shots at Dana White.
Oh my god,
Dana White diss track. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that on the review tomorrow because I need to see it and go with it because I remember Jake Paul was a rapper first for a minute.
Every day, bro. We talked about that interview every day, bro. That's all.
Yeah. So that's going to be what it is. We got a busy month with interviews, but hit us up. We are still doing some, hit me up for the liveness listening. We still going to fuck with some versuses. We're going to fucking announce one coming up soon. But hit us up, man. Stop being bitches out here, man. Fucking talk to us on the pages. Add us on the pages. Message. Talk to us. I don't need no subscribe shit. Hit us up. That's what I want.
I'm fucking with the comment section now. They got some. We got some champs that can hold up with us. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, yeah. I've been good on the Instagram, and we still manage to get in trouble sometimes. So I don't know. That's
getting spammed with those bots too.
Yeah, they be coming all day.
Yeah, they keep me promote.
Hashtags. That's what's crazy. I've been alternating. I used to just do the same set of hashtags all the time, get lazy with it, but I've been actively picking hashtags, and the bots are just programmed for everything, bro.
Yeah, they don't stop, bro.
But I don't hashtag, they'll fucking do it.
I'm curious to because motherfuckers was Instagram was shutting down bots for a minute, and now it's just a free for all.
But I think that's probably what it is, since they comment on so many things. I think that's probably why a lot of things, even ours, kind of get shadowed.
But that, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bots run rampant, but we get fucking banned for stupid.
That makes no sense. The other one's being literal spam.
Crazy. I almost cleared out.
Don't get me wrong. I'll go on the delete screen and delete all them motherfucking promote comments. Man, get up off my shit.
It's dude. It's insane. Promote this. This guy wants to DM you. It's bullshit. But either way, hit us up. We are out here. Y'all have a good fucking night. Peace.